Do you ever have one of those weeks where you failed to plan? And so you don't really have a plan for dinner for that week? That was me this week. Life got a little chaotic, as life tends to do, and our kitchen is in disarray because we're undergoing a kitchen update. So I did not really make plans for dinner. So it really was a lazy chef kind of week. It was a shop my pantry and my fridge and come up with some dinner ideas on the fly. Many times just 5 minutes before I was gonna grab the camera and show you what I was making. But let me tell you, we ate good this week. I used the help with some pre-made stuff in a couple of the meals, one of which I'm kind of recreating a favorite that I used to have at a fast food restaurant. Another one was a delicious sheet pan meal that I used the help of some frozen chicken with. But the last meal that we just had just a few minutes ago, so good. It was a great spring salad with a homemade dressing. I had all of those ingredients on hand. I just threw it all together. So even if you fail to plan, you can still have a great week of meals. Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making. So for the first recipe this week for our lazy chef meal using just 1 can of chili, we're gonna be making some loaded baked potatoes. One of my favorite things to get from Wendy's fast food restaurant is a baked potato, a side of their chili, and just kind of mix it all together, like top the baked potato with the chili. This is an easy way to get in your protein, but pretty much make a full meal out of just a baked potato and a can of chili and some cheese and sour cream. It's so good. Let's do it. Okay, if you are not using an air fryer to do your baked potatoes, here's your sign. They are the best in the air fryer. So that's what we're gonna do. So I just washed my potatoes really well. I'm going to just pat them dry. And then I just hit some fork holes, stab it with a fork several times all around the potato. And then I just kind of brush it with a little bit of olive oil and put some salt and pepper, mostly just salt on the outside, and then they go in the air fryer. I am preheating my air fryer to 400. At the time of filming this, we still have no drawers at all, so all of the contents of all of our drawers are in the dining room, so I had to go on the hunt for a fork. Isn't that fun? Oh man, kitchen renovations. I'll tell you what, this kitchen renovation was a whole lot easier than the last one at our old house. We had new floors, new countertops, new backsplash, and our cabinets painted. Oh, and we got a new sink at the old house as well. My goodness, I was washing dishes in the bathroom sink. We were without a kitchen for several weeks. It was not fun. So I will take this minor inconvenience of not having drawers over that any day. Okay, I would look for my basting brush, but I don't want to because that's in a drawer as well. So I'm just going to rub on a little bit of olive oil with my hands. Okay, and let me grab my salt. And we'll be ready. We are ready to go in. These are gonna go in at 400 for about 30 minutes, and then we'll flip them and do another 15 or so. That bigger one might take a little bit longer because it's a little bit thicker than the other two, but that's it. It has been 30 minutes. They're looking good. Let's turn them over. All right, 15 more minutes at 400. I'm having to be strategic in how I stand so that you don't see the bottom cabinets. You can see the top cabinets don't have any cabinet doors. We're still waiting on that. So yeah, I'm just trying to be careful so you don't even get a hint of what the bottom cabinets look like quite yet. So I'm just heating up this can of chili. I'm also going to shred some cheese and get some other toppings together as well. So we need some shredded cheese for the topping. I've got just a little bit of this left, so we'll use that. And I also have the tiniest bit of this Colby Jack left, so we'll use that as well. That should be plenty.
We got to have a little bit of a sprinkle of raw onion and some jalapeno.
Jalapenoed.
That's right. We're going to do this. She put me to chopping these onions because she wants me to cry.
You are telling fibs because you said you wanted to chop it.
I did. I did want to chop it. We're chopping some jalapeno here.
He ain't scared. He doesn't take the membrane or the seeds out.
No.
He ain't scared. Let me get you something to put that in. Let me show y'all something. There are no cabinet doors. So let's just reach right in here and grab this and give it to Steven. They are done. Oh, I think it's done. Oh yeah. The outside gets super crispy, which is really nice.
Yeah. You
didn't believe me.
No, look, you guys, oh man, that's hot.
Dude.
You gotta squeeze them a little bit.
Well,
they gotta have a little give in them.
Give me just a second. All right, I gotta go find
Give me.
Well, you know what? I don't have to have tongs. We can just do it this way. Look here. We're improvising.
Look at that.
Okay. Here. Cut it open. You got to
Already
squeeze
got
it.
some pepper in there. Now we got to pop this tater.
Yep.
A tater, popping a tater. Oh gosh, that's hot.
Well, it just came out the air fryer. Okay, let me grab you some butter.
I don't use no butter.
Daggone. That's
Don't hate.
a lot of butter.
Don't hate. I'm going to try to work some of that off later.
You gonna work out later?
We'll see.
We'll let that melt for just a second. We'll be back. Okay, so somebody said he needed some salt, but I reminded him that this is super high in sodium, so we don't need to add extra salt.
We just won't tell nobody else
Okay.
where to use it.
I'm not
going to.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Now, yes, that's what we were looking for right there.
Look at that.
Man, what is it that we're talking about?
That's some good stuff right there. Did you ever order that from Wendy's?
I'm pretty sure I have.
It's one of my favorite things to get from Wendy's. All right, leave some for me and Cole.
No.
Okay.
You got to find your own.
All right, so we've got sour cream-ish right here.
Just a smidge of little dollop.
Plain Greek yogurt. It's
Okay.
not vanilla. Don't worry. There you go. And now you got some other good stuff.
Yeah, a little bit of onion on there. Oh, man. Pop would be excited about this.
Pop would be excited about this. Put half the jalapeno on there. That is a proper lunch right there, sir. Or could be a proper dinner.
Man, that thing's about as big as my head.
It is about big as your head. Taste test coming in hot.
Oh, yeah.
Like literally, do you see the steam?
Yeah,
It's hot. Be careful.
Yes. Yes. That is delicious. Man, Wendy's chili.
Yeah. My daddy was telling me about
Man,
that.
yeah,
So,
that is delicious.
okay.
A little spice from the jalapeno now. Cheese, that butter, and that potato.
All right. This is a winner. Lazy chef dinner.
That is delicious.
Yay. Tonight for dinner, honestly, I had no clue what to make. And in true lazy chef fashion, we're going to do a sheet pan dinner. However, I did not thaw out chicken in time. So we're going to use the help of this Just Bare chicken. We love this chicken. We always put it in the air fryer. So I'm going to do sheet pan veggies and toss them in some seasonings. But for the protein, we're going to use this. True lazy chef meal. Let's preheat the oven to 425. So we've got some veggies that we need to use up. We've got these mini red potatoes. I've got a half of a bell pepper. I've got some mushrooms, and then I've also got some Brussels. So let's rinse all of this, chop all of this up while our oven is preheating. So I've got my pan here. I'm just going to chop these into bite-sized pieces and throw them onto the pan. We're gonna just toss them in some olive oil and some seasoning after they're already on the pan, just because I don't want to dirty up another dish. So now that I've got all of those cut up, I'm just going to use up the rest of this bell pepper. I've also got these mushrooms that we need to use up, so I'm adding these in as well, because why not? And our oven is almost preheated, which is good because that means this is time to go in. We've just got to toss this in some seasoning and some olive oil. We're ready. All right, so I'm going to toss this in some olive oil. Why dirty up other things? And honestly, I don't want to go digging for my utensils in the dining room since I don't have drawers. Drawers as in cabinet drawers, not as in pants on. Do y'all call them drawers?
Draws.
Drawers. That's what we call them here in the South. Whoa, oven's ready. I need to grab my seasoning. So I've got this seasoning. I got it from Thrive Market not too long ago. It's this sheet pan zesty ranch. I've got a couple of them, so if I don't have quite enough, if I don't feel like this is enough, I can always use the second one too. Because we are doing a lot of veggies. I think we have enough. Oh yeah, we've got plenty. Let's toss that and throw some on the floor, because that's what I just did. This is the, I don't know if I mentioned, this is the Zesty Ranch. They had some other ones too, but this one just sounded really good. Actually, I don't even think I need all of that. Steven, y'all could just see him. He really wants me to add more, and I'm scared to death it's going to be too salty. You don't think so?
That might be. I don't know.
Babe, it's pretty covered. I think we're good. Okay, we're done.
I'm happy.
Okay, I put just a tad bit more on. So this is going to go in the oven, roasting at 425 for about 20 minutes. If you had chicken, you would just put that on top as well, and it would be coated in this too. But we're taking the easy way. So this just came out of the oven, and let me tell you, it smells amazing. We left it in there for about 6 minutes longer than I had originally planned. So it went in for about 26 minutes, but look how beautiful. I mean, you can't get much easier than this. And then we've got Chick-fil-A sauce. I could have made some homemade ranch, but I didn't feel like it. What are you looking for?
I saw the seasonings on there.
Oh, good gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah, plenty of seasonings. Man, that, those Brussels sprouts, I was like, Fucking a cabbage and all kinds of stuff. Those Brussels sprouts are cooked really good. Look at that.
Yeah, look at the color.
The char, the caramelization.
You can talk. You really
That
can.
is delicious. All right, get some mushrooms.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Simple dinner.
Really good seasoning. Plenty of saltiness to it.
Okay, good.
Got that ranch flavor.
Yeah,
But it's not like overpowering.
good.
So, yeah, you did good backing off a little bit on the seasons there, I have to admit.
I liked that little admission that you had there. I was right.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay, we've got one more night of Lazy Chef meals. Thank goodness. It has been so difficult to film in this kitchen without showing y'all the end result. Make sure you come back on Friday to see that end result. However, tonight we are having a Lazy Chef meal of we're doing a steak salad. I'm going to do steaks in the air fryer. We're going to make our salad, but we're also going to make a balsamic vinaigrette that's going to be delicious. So let's make that first. So for our balsamic vinegar, I've got this little shaker cup. You could definitely just whisk this in a bowl and set it to the side, but I really love this. I make our ranch dressing in this. This is a dressing shaker cup. I'll leave it linked below. It's really great. So let's start with some, obviously, balsamic vinegar. We need about a 1/4 cup of that. So it's got some measurements here on the side. There we go. You can either use honey or maple syrup. You just need about a teaspoon. I'm gonna go with maple syrup just because it's a little easier. Teaspoon of that. We need 1 garlic clove that has been grated. So I've got my little miniature grater here. I'm gonna grate this directly in here. It's not coming off. I'll have to get it in just a second. Hi, Maggie Moo. Well, that's one way to do it, Mandy. Let's fish that back out of there. Y'all having fun with this? Because I sure am. Let me just scrape that in there with my finger. Okay, we need a couple of teaspoons of Dijon mustard. We need a little bit of salt and pepper. And then we need a little more than 1/3 cup of olive oil. Okay, that should be good. So I'm gonna pop the lid on that. You just make sure this little stopper is completely closed. And then I'm just gonna shake that up really good. Okay, well, let's taste that. There we go. Let me grab a spoon out of the dining room because that's where we keep the spoons right now. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna taste it. I'm gonna add a little more olive oil. Ooh, that's some pungent. Okay, I think that should do us in, just to tone it down just a tad. I love a pungent balsamic, don't get me wrong. But that was a little bit much. I'm gonna pop this in the fridge while I'm gonna grab our steaks out of the fridge as well. I've got a couple of New York strips here from Butcher Box. They've been thawing in the fridge for a couple of days. So we were planning to grill these. However, right now we are under a no burn ban, and I know that's not burning, but when I say that the winds are insane today, I mean they're insane. So we don't want to try and grill during this really windy season or day. So we're just going to use the air fryer because we know and love the air fryer when it comes to steaks. So I'm just patting these just a little bit. I clean it up a little. We're just going to do some salt and pepper and garlic powder on these and throw these in the air fryer. And do the same thing to the other side. So I meant to preheat my air fryer, but that's okay because these can sit at room temperature for a few minutes. So let's preheat the air fryer to 400 for about 5 minutes. Now that's preheating over there. I had a carrot in the fridge. I went and dug out my peeler. We're just going to shred this in our cheese grater thingy because why not? I have it in the fridge. That's kind of the beauty of making a salad is just use up what you got, you know? So I like some shredded carrot in my salad, so that's what we're gonna do. We've also got some red onion left over from when we sliced it yesterday for, what was that for? Oh, the baked potatoes to top those. So let's slice this up. That should be plenty. Our air fryer just preheated. Let me spray it with a little bit of oil and then let's pop these in here. Oh, you hear that sizzle? That's a good sign. Okay, these are going in at 400 from anywhere to 10 to 15 minutes. So I'll do 5 minutes, flip them, and then we'll check after 10. So I've got this head of romaine. Let's just chop off the end here. I'm gonna chop it up and throw it in my salad spinner and just kind of let it do its thing. I've gotten lots of questions about my salad spinner before. I got it at TJ Maxx on clearance years ago, and I love this thing. It's so great. So let's put it in here. Can I make all of it fit? I think I can. Oh yeah, we got this. Look at that, perfection. I'm gonna go run it under some water and then spin it dry. See how much water. Oh, look at all that water. Can you see that? Good, let's do it one more time. Okay, I think we're done. It has been 5 minutes. Let's flip these bad boys. I'm gonna check the internal temperature to see where we're at. That way we don't overcook them. Okay, I think we're gonna go, they're right at about 88, 90. So let's go 5 more minutes. Last thing I'm gonna do to prepare, I'm not gonna make the salads. I'm gonna let each person kind of come do their own, but I'm just gonna cut these cherry / grape tomatoes. I never know which ones they are. I'm gonna cut them in half, and everybody's gonna kind of make their own salad. I am gonna do a base of the lettuce, of course, but I'm gonna let everybody put their own toppings on. Forgot I had a cucumber, so I'm gonna wash this up and slice it too. So our steaks are done. We're gonna take them out of here and just let them rest so the juices stay. So when we slice it up, we don't lose all of the juiciness. So these are gonna rest for a good at least 5 minutes, maybe a little longer, and then we're gonna slice it up. So I went to a thrift store the other day, and y'all know the color that we're painting our kitchen, my favorite color, blue. I found these plates. They only had 2 of them, and I bought both of them. And I just could not leave them behind. How cute are they? And I love that they kind of go up here on the side, so they're almost a little bit bowl-like. But they are adorable. Let me show you the back. You'll have to let me know, do you have these in your home? Do you know, have you ever seen these before? But it's called Blue Pastures. It's the Folk Craft stoneware. I got them for $3 a piece, and I did the Google Lens. Have you ever done that? So I pulled it up, I took a picture of it using Google Lens, and it told me what it was and where I could find it. And most of the places were either eBay, Facebook Marketplace, but I saw each plate, the ones that I was looking at were like $9. I got these for $3 a piece. I just thought they were so cute, so we're gonna use them for our salads tonight.
This looks amazing.
It does. It smells really great.
Nice and fresh. Oh, wow. That balsamic vinaigrette is amazing.
Thanks.
That is delicious.
How's the steak cooked?
Perfectly.
Okay, good.
It is to my liking.
Do that
Very
again.
good. It is to my liking. Was take 2 better?
Yeah, because I cut off half your head the other time. It's hard to get the food in as well as your head.
You don't want to be half-headed.
You don't. And you got a big head, so you do.
My dad used to tell me my head was shaped like a football.
He did. Head like a football.
Yeah, he had a song and everything about it. He'd go around singing, head like a football. Get into it.
We miss Papa.
This is absolutely delicious. This is like kicking spring in gear right here.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, we wide open.
The only thing better was if we would have been able to grill the steak, but that's coming. It's coming very soon. All right, I'm about to eat because mine is starting to get a little cold over here, but look at that beauty. Can you even? So, did you plan for the week yet? If not, it's not too late. And if not, you can still run in your kitchen right now and figure something out, I'm sure. I hope these gave you some ideas of what different ways you can make really easy meals for the week. If you enjoy this no recipe needed kind of content, be sure to give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below, because I love having these types of weeks. It can be a little stressful because you don't really know what you're making, but it also is like a little challenge to try and figure out what it is that you're gonna make, and you just keep it simple. If you haven't already, I'd love for you to join my YouTube family. Hit that subscribe button before you leave. We will see you next time. Bye, y'all.